Sports betting brother, and hey, bring it up, and thanks for stopping by. My name is Boyd, sports betting market analyst with Oddsjam.com, where we teach you how to bet like a pro. Today's topic is, what is an outlier? What is a pricing outlier, and why is it so important to find that and to have that? Actually, it's something that Oddsjam does for you and helps you find this because it's very profitable, and it's one of the tools, many tools that Oddsjam provides. So we're going to talk about outliers, outlier pricing, why it's so critical, and why it's so important. So first of all, let's kind of define it. Let's kind of expose on what an outlier is or pricing outlier is, and it's exactly that. It's just something that's it stands out. It's a sort of on an island, and typically it's a stale market. It's a price on a wager, on a bet, on a market. It probably shouldn't be there any longer because it probably didn't get adjusted as the market flows. And so what happens is Oddsjam is able to identify that and say, hey, if you look over here at this sports book, here's a price that's probably not adjusted in their system yet. And if you can go hit that bet based upon the market maker's direction of things and price direction, you want to go take advantage of that so you can buy it at its best time, at its best opportunity. So you're always looking for those pricing outliers, and I like to definitely make sure that it's a sort of a public book, as an outlier price that I can grab comparatively compared to, say, a market making book. So I typically want to make sure it's meeting all those criteria and all those caveats, because then you have the most bang for your buck. All right, guys, so pricing outliers are what we want, right? Pricing outliers are huge. Now, there's a lot of things we want. We want to have the best percent edge, the best market edge in pricing. This market width for me over here at 41 is a little bit high on a player prop type bet. I like to see it around 30. However, this is a massive edge. So what we'll do is we're going to open up this market by tapping on this tab here with the Mavericks Grizzlies. And then when this opens up, we can take a look at that plus 155 with Grant Williams over 5.5 rebounds and see if it's something we want to go ahead and put some funds on. What we may do is end up downsizing our recommended bet size, since it's a little bit higher than the plus 150 I like to stay in line with, a little bit higher than the market width I like to stay in line with. But this is crazy. This is awesome. This 9.1. So it's definitely an outlier. It's definitely a pricing opportunity that we can, maybe take advantage of. So again, at they've already lowered it. You can see here sometimes the markets change that fast. So they're catching on to the fact that they might have made a mistake. So that may be something we still might want to jump onto, is that over plus 143, because it can tell they've identified that, hey, the other markets, the average price is 120. We're buying it for 23 cents above market price, and we still have about a coin toss, or a little bit worse than a coin toss, with Pinnacle, the sharpest sports book in the world. So that's how you use the positive expected value page at Oddsjam to find outliers, to find pricing outliers. You can see there's plenty more here that shows you the market edge. Got in on this a little bit earlier because I really like this market width on a mainline bet, so I went ahead and hit that. You can go in here too and find various player prop bets, outliers in that. You can kind of go, what I would say is sort of like a day trading with options, meaning that you could get this at Rivers at -4, because what they do is they open up the full slate to go up and down the scale of pricing, and I'll show you that. Okay, so again, we're here with the -5.5. They adjusted this already with Bet Rivers. You can tell that they've acknowledged that they made a mistake potentially, and they need to slowly, gradually get that price hammered back into shape before people take advantage of it, like myself. Another thing you can do is scroll even further down to all the point spread lines. This is truly an options viewpoint of the pricing you could achieve. If you really thought the Pelicans were going to blow them out, you could go get plus 350 at PointsBet. So that would be a very rare, kind of bizarre thing to see, but you can see how you can sort of go up or down the scale here. If you get closer to the mid-market price or at the money price, that 4.5, you can see here where all that's at. And so again, you don't just have to bet at 4.5 -110. Boom, you can go up or down and find various sports books and various markets that have outlier pricing, that really have some opportunities you can take advantage of. So depending on what you want to do with your risk factor, you can definitely use it as a tool. I also like to pop over to the college football. You can find pricing outliers here. So over here you have the best odds, gives you the sports book, gives you the average odds, and you can use the Oddsjam odd screens. You can get into any markets, any sport, anytime, anywhere. But this is just the college football to show you an example. When you see the red, that means the pricing is going one direction. So, for example, this is at -5 a little bit ago. Interestingly, they lowered the number to 51.5, but they increased the juice. So that's kind of interesting how they manage that. But what you can do is use this tool to see which direction things are going. This again was over 47.5 just a second ago, but they've changed the juice down to 43.5. But again, this is what this tool's for. Found those outlier pricing, the outlier price points to help you identify where you want to be in the market, and use these positive expected value tools to help you find a ton of bets, a ton of opportunities with all the different sports books that you can put in the settings. You can go in here and, in settings and put your parameters in for, your risk factors and what you want to hunt for, and kind of how you want to hunt different sports books, different bet types, things like that. So that's how you find pricing outliers in the sports betting market, and in all of them really, with using the tools of Oddsjam. This is just a couple of the tools of Oddsjam, so this really makes it easy for you. Okay, guys, there you go. There is outlier pricing and how to find outliers to make money over and over again using the tools at Oddsjam. And again, if you want to get involved with Oddsjam and use all the betting tools to profit, you can use Boyd20, BOYD20. We have a link to get started and to start that off to save 2 months of your first 2 months in your subscription as a new user. Also, if you want to set up a phone call to talk individually, privately about your scenario, your situation, your experience, your history, the sports books you have, etc., and to help you get a betting plan, to really hit the ground running, a betting plan you can use. Happy to help you with that, help you get that set up. So please, you can email me at boyd@oddsjam.com and get that set up. So appreciate you stopping by. Please join the channel, give us a like, give us a share. And as always, let's go make some mathematical money.